No recording start. The body moving 30 meter per second. This is speed. Okay, it moving upward. So when acceleration is 9.8, or let's suppose acceleration, gravitational acceleration is 10. What this means? It means that the speed of the body will increase or decrease by 10 factor. For example, after 1 second, the speed will be, because it's moving away, so it will decrease, so it will be 20 meter per second after 1 second. After 2 seconds, so it will again increase by 10, so 10. After third second or 4 second, it will completely be 0 meter per second, it will stop. First 10 decrease, then 10 decrease, and then 10 decrease. Okay, when again this will start motion toward the center of earth, so it will increase 10 10. So first after 1 second it will be 10, then after 2 seconds it will be 20, and after 3 seconds again it will be 30. The same position have same velocities. 30 is starting position and 30. So this is called acceleration. But we will use minus value. Why we use minus value? Because the speed is increasing and decreasing. When there is change in speed, when there is change in velocity, so then we take what? Then we take acceleration. Acceleration is in the sense of what? Negative. Because body is moving upward, but speed is decreasing. When speed is decreasing, so we take as negative. Correct? So in free fall, we will use acceleration is minus 9.8. Okay, great. Next, let's solve one example on free fall. Yes, we will use questions on whiteboard. Wait. So you can see here the example is given. Then we will solve this example on whiteboard. You can see men standing here on the floor, on the surface, floor of, for example, on building, throwing one body, for example, upward. Again, it will move downward, correct? But we can say that this is what? Free fall, correct? Because there is only one force. We ignore all other things. So, what is given in question? A stone throw upward from the top of building. Initial velocity is given with the initial speed or velocity of 20 meter per second. Write down these things, then we will solve on whiteboard. So, the building is 50 meter high. The distance, yeah, this height is 50 meter height of the building. And the stone just misses the edge of the roof on its own way down, moving downward. So we need to find what? Find the velocity and position of stone after what? After 5 seconds. Correct? After 5 seconds, we need both things, velocity and position. Okay, question number B part. We need the time when the stone reaches the maximum height on maximum level, on maximum position. We need the time to reach maximum height. Third one, we need how to find maximum height. It means we need the distance from initial position to final position. And last one, we need velocity. So let me share the whiteboard, so then we can solve question on whiteboard. Okay. Okay, given was in previous lecture, what was given? This was given that we have one body which is thrown upward with an initial velocity of what? with an initial velocity of, what was initial velocity given for? It was,
20.
yes, excellent. Initial velocity was given 20. Correct, meter per second. I don't want to write because it's very difficult for me to write. So Vi is equal to 20. What was given next?
Distance height was 50 meters.
Okay, height, this height was 50 meter. Height was given equal to what? 50 meter. Okay, what was next? Yes.
This
So initial velocity is given, height is given. First of all, we need what? We need to find time was given that the position and velocity after 5 seconds. So which equation we can use to find position and time? Sorry, position and velocity. Yes. You can find position. Position is not given, and time, sorry, velocity was not given. So how you can find? Yeah, from which equation you can write it?
I think we can use the first formula we had for finding the time and the last one for finding the distance. I don't know.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, we have equation like Vf is equal to what? Pf is equal to first equation, Vi plus At, correct? So in free fall, we will use, we will replace acceleration by minus g. So it means we can write this equation as Vf is equal to Vi and minus gt, because acceleration due to gravity is A is equal to minus g. So now we have this equation. One another thing, for horizontal motion, you can use x-axis. For vertical motion, you can use y-axis. So you can write this equation. This is also okay, but you can use like this one. You can write Vfy. This means that body is moving vertically. So initial velocity along y-axis Viy and minus gt. Correct? We are given initial velocity. When initial velocity is given, so what will be final velocity after 5 seconds? So we have initial velocity 20 minus 9.8, g is equal to 9.8. After 5 seconds means 5. So equal to what? 20 minus 9.8, if you multiply with 5, equal to what? Okay, 20 minus
49, sir.
49.
49, sir.
Minus 5.
20 minus
49, sir.
49. So final velocity equal to what? Final velocity is equal to minus 29.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Final velocity after 5 seconds. Now we don't know about position after 5 seconds. Starting from initial position moving upward. So what will be the position after 5 seconds? So we use formula for position. Xf final position, second equation. Correct? But if it is vertical motion, so for vertical motion, you can use like Yf. It means that this is vertical motion. Yf is equal to what? Initial, it means xi plus, we have Vit, second equation, and minus half gt square. This minus is due to g value, because acceleration is minus g, so we will take minus. So final position, initially it was at 0 position, plus Vit, initial velocity is 20, multiply with time after 5 seconds, so multiply with 5 minus half gt square, it means 1 over 2. What is the value of g? 9.8. And t square. So 5 seconds square means what? 25.
25.
Yes, no, you can simplify. Simplify these. Final velocity is equal to what? If you multiply 20 with 500 minus. Okay, 2 cancel with 4.8. Result is 4.9. Simplification. And 4.9 multiply 25. 4.9. So if you
It's
multiply
122.5, sir.
1.
122.5, sir.
Okay, great. 122.5. So final position equal to what? Final position.
22.5.
Minus 22.5.
Great, great. What this means minus 22.5? Why this one is minus?
Because it's falling down, sir, I think.
Great, great, great. Actually, if this one is initial position, this
Yes,
one upward side, this side is positive. But when body moving downward, so we take this one as negative. So body starts moving upward, and then now body is moving after 5 seconds, body is moving downward. So therefore, YF is equal to minus 22.5 meter per, sorry, this one is distance.
Meter, sir.
Yeah, displacement. So meter, displacement. Great, great.
Sir?
This, yes,
Can you please repeat the second one? I mean,
this one.
answer.
Just answer our equation, total equation.
Professor, it would be great if you started over again. Professor, hear me.
Yes, yes.
Could you please repeat the whole thing, Professor? I didn't.
Whole thing. Okay, listen. Okay. What is given? A building. Height is equal to 50 meters. Height of building. A body standing here. One person standing here. Okay, throw a body upward in the air. And this body moving downward. Correct? Where in this case initial velocity was given. Initial velocity was 20 meter per second. Correct? Height is given 50. We know that and free fall is acceleration is equal to minus 9.8. This is a constant. So what will be the position? What after 5 seconds? So we need to find position after 5 seconds. Body start from this position. This is actually your initial position, xi, where xi is equal to 0, starting position. You throw body. So what will be the position? Yeah, distance cover after 5 seconds. And what will be the velocity after 5 seconds? These two things are not given. First one, you need to find final velocity. And second one, you need to find what? XF, final distance. Bodies along vertical axis, so you can say YF. Y means vertical x-axis. Correct? So how to find vertically distance cover? So distance we use second equation like YF is equal to what? YF is equal to initial distance YI plus VIT. So VIT minus 1 over 2 GT square equation, second equation. Correct? So we know that initial position, this is 0. So this one is 0, no need of writing. What is VIT? Initial velocity 20. Multiply with time, time is given 5 seconds, minus 1 over 2 GT square. So 1 over 2 G, where G we know that minus 9.8. And T square, time is 5 seconds. So when you take square of 5, it means 25. Correct? So you can simplify this one.
Excuse me, sir, a question. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
What effect does it refer to by velocity? I mean, velocity is which effect in the movement? I'm sorry, I was not clear on that.
Actually, velocity is the rate of change of displacement. Rate of change of displacement means it's a vector quantity. It depends upon initial and final position. Correct?
So, okay, so how much it has displaced? It's like,
Yes, actually. How much it is like
okay,
displaced and in which direction. Direction is also important because
okay,
velocity,
so that's the different
yes, for
difference
example,
with displacement.
yes.
Okay.
For example, body start moving in this direction or body start moving in this direction. So if you take this direction is positive, this will be negative. So it depends upon initial and final position. So position is main thing. Displacement is main thing. Okay, so 20 multiply 5 is 100. When you simplify this 2 with 9.8, so result will be 4.9 and multiply with 25. Yes, 25. So when you multiply 4.9 with 25, so result equal to what? 100, 100, and this one is 4.
122.
Yes. Okay, 122.5. So when you simplify this one, so your final distance will be what? Yeah, your final position will be minus 22.5. So minus 22.5. This is initial position. Body start motion upward. So this area is positive. But again, it moving downward. So it cover how much? It cover 22.5 minute. Sorry, it 22.5 meter distance. But this one is in downward direction, not in upward direction because we have minus here. Yes. Clear this one? This one is
Professor, the minus point have to denotes that it should go downward, right? But
yes.
what is that upward point that it goes up and then comes down? We did not have any, I mean, denoting point for that.
Yes, because we are given a question that what is the position after 5 seconds. So in next step, in second part, we have to find this position as well. This will be positive, correct? But we are given
Okay.
position after 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds, it is 22.5. But from minus, we can say that it's moving downward, correct? If it is positive, this means that this is upward. So this was final velocity. So this was final position. Now we are also given to find final velocity. So what will be the velocity? So for velocity, we have first equation. What is first equation? So first equation of motion, I will not solve, I will just tell you, then you can solve. We have Vf is equal to what?
8t plus b0 or
Yes.
vi.
Okay, we have this formula. Vf is equal to Vi minus Gt, where initial velocity is given 20 minus Gt. G is 9.8
9.8
multiply with
times 5.
5. So this
So
will be
again,
what?
it is minus 29, I think.
Yes, minus 29. So what this means? That after 5 seconds, body is moving downward with the velocity of what? With the velocity of 29 meter per second.
Sir, I'm clear with the solution, but the sign sags a little bit. How did you decide to choose the minus sign? Was it because it moves very much of the length downwards, or it was because the final the object, the final direction is downwards? Was it therefore that you choose minus?
No. Actually, a property of free fall, that in free fall, at every position, your acceleration is minus 9.8. Why? Because why minus? Because if body moving upward, so acceleration is downward. Because from previous example, if it start from 30, so after 1 second, it will be 20. 9.8 or 10 acceleration, but when a body moving upward, the acceleration is downward because speed is decreasing. After 2 seconds, it will be only 10 because 10 again increase. After third second, it will be completely 0. At this position, body will start motion. Body will be completely okay on stop position. There is no motion. Again, it will move, start motion toward the center. So after first second, it will be 10 meter per second with the velocity. Second, it will be what? 20 because 10 is increasing. After third second, it will be again on same position, 30 meter per second. So you can see here, it's moving upward, but speed is decreasing. Acceleration, when speed is decreasing, acceleration is negative. Correct? When a body is moving downward, so in downward motion, okay, in downward motion, your x-axis and y-axis. So this one is y-axis is positive, but if you are moving downward, so your axis is negative. It means you are moving downward, so again with negative sign. So therefore, it is ruled for the free fall that if you are moving upward or downward, your g value acceleration is minus 9.8. Correct, Zahid?
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so these are fixed in free fall acceleration. That if you are moving upward or downward, you will use acceleration, and acceleration will be negative 9.8. This was for part number first. Let me share what was in part number second. So wait for, if I'm solved like this one, so one question will take 2 hours. Oh. So again, can you see this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
great.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is in second part? In second part, it's given that you can see determine the time when the stone reached the maximum height. Now, time to reach maximum height. Again, I'm going to share my sorry. Yes, I will share my entire screen. Don't worry. Okay, again. Okay, again. Now, time to reach maximum height. Okay, how we can find maximum height? Which formula we can use to find maximum height? Where some videos
The
are
first
given.
formula.
Okay, first one. Yes, let's try
Yes.
which one we can use.
We can use the first one, and we can put the final velocity as 0 and the initial velocity as 20. So that
Great.
will give us the time when it will stop at
Okay,
the
who
top
are
of.
you? Who are you?
I'm Abu Bakr.
Great, Abu Bakr. Great, Abu Bakr. A blue point for you. Okay, let me
Thank
note
you.
your name, Abu Bakr. Okay, great.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. A body start from this position initially. When, for example, reach maximum height. This is, let's suppose, maximum height. So as I told you, at maximum height, completely the speed is 0. So it means your final velocity is 0. In this question, we are given initial velocity as well. That our initial velocity is 20 meter per second. Correct? So we need to find time between these two positions. Time to reach maximum height. So which formula we can use? We can use first formula, that Vf is equal to what? Vi minus gt. So Vf is 0 at maximum position. What is Vi? Vi is 20 minus, what is g? 9.8. We don't know about time. So if you transfer 9.8 other side, so 9.8 multiply with t equal to what? Equal to 20. 9.8 was minus, so this side become plus. Now again divide both sides by what? 9.8. So 9.8. So 9.8 cancel with 9.8. Time is equal to what?
2.04, sir.
Okay, let's suppose take 2.
Two.
Correct?
Two.
Let's suppose take 2 seconds. So after 2
Yes,
seconds,
sir.
you will be on the highest point, this point. Correct? Clear, guys?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Professor.
Next,
Sir.
yes, great. Now third one. What is
Yes.
third? In third, C, determine the maximum height the stone reach. We know time for maximum height. We know its initial velocity. We know final velocity. Now we don't know about what? That how much this maximum height is away from initial velocity or initial position. So let's start again, whiteboard. Okay, student, we are given initial velocity, we know position, we know final velocity, and we know time to reach maximum height. That one is 2 seconds. But we don't know the distance between these two. So how you can find which formula we can use?
We use the second formula because we are given the velocity and acceleration,
Great,
so we can find out the
Zahid.
position and the height.
Great, Zahid. Let me list your name. You are Zahid?
Wow. Yeah, it was ahead.
Okay. So we use second equation for finding position or maximum height. We need distance. So we have xf, correct? You can use yf as well, correct? Along x-axis and along y-axis. But which one is simple for you? You can use xi plus vit, and we have minus half t square, 1/2 into gt square. So to find maximum height, distance, displacement, initial position, we know this position is 0, plus vit, initially velocity is vi, multiply with time. What is time to reach maximum height? We just proved that one, 2. So 2 minus 1/2. What is the value of g? 9.8. Time square, again t square is 4. So 2 square is 4. Great, excellent. Okay, great.
Sir, isn't the initial distance or xi, isn't it 50? Because the dude
No,
is standing on
Mehdi,
top of a building.
Mehdi, we take this is initial point. So this is initially, correct? Yes, you can take, if you take this position as initial, so then your final will be 50. Correct? It depends upon your reference point from where you are starting. Okay, so 20 multiply 2 equal to 40 minus. Again, if you cancel 2 with 2, so 2 with 4, and 9.8 with 2 equal to what?
19.6.
19.6. So 40 minus 19.6 equal to what? 21.4?
20.4.
20? Yes, 20.4.
Yeah.
So 20.4, this one is 20.4 meter. So the maximum height the body reaches, how much away? 20.4 meter away from the initial position. Correct? Okay. Any question regarding this portion, this part?
Sir, my point was that if we take x1 as
Yes.
as 50 for the
Yes.
building height, we would get the distance of the object from the ground, not from the building.
Yes.
Yeah. So which one are we discussing? Are we discussing the position or the distance of the object from the ground or from the building?
Okay. One thing. In this question, we consider this position, this level as our initial. If you want to start from this position, you can take this one. This one is also added. So in this case, you will take that your initial is 0 from ground. Correct? Your final velocity, final position is this one. So initial, this one equal to 50, correct? But you cannot take this time. Then you need to take the time from initial to final up to this one. Or you will use this formula totally. The distance between initial and final. So as this one is 50, now we proved it that the distance from initial is 20.4. Then you need to add 50 plus 20. So 50 plus 20 equal to what? 70.4 something. So from initial position, you are 70.4 away from your initial position. May I be correct?
Sarah, I'm talking about xi or x in the formula. There is an addition. There's an addition sign to the what we have. Yeah. So if you put xi, it doesn't matter because the same thing, the same
Correct,
result.
correct,
We get
correct.
70.
So I'm solving